Well, welcome to St. Thomas More High School in Lafayette, Louisiana, as the Saints will take on the St. Thomas More Cougars here in the first game of the tournament. So Cameron Fontenot will lead it off, and the first pitch to Fontenot is in for a strike. Line drive back up the middle, base hit for Fontenot to lead off the game.
At the plate, left fielder number 3, Kyle Goodo.
So Kyle Goodo to bat. And Goodo bunts the first pitch down the third base line. Be a hard play at first, and Goodo's going to be safe. Infield base hit for Goodo. Fontenot advances to second base. So runners at first and second with nobody out for the Saints.
Now batting center fielder number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
So Gonzalez will bat. Gonzalez swings at the first pitch, ground ball. Second baseman has it over to first, over to second, then to first, safe at first. Out at second, safe at first. So runners on the corners. And Mark Johnson with that.
Mark Johnson.
So here's Johnston with one out. Runners on the corner for the Saints. First pitch misses outside, gets away. Here comes Fontenot to the plate, and he'll slide, and he's safe, and the Saints will take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. So Fontenot scores on the pass ball, and it's 1-0 Saints. 1 ball, no strikes to Johnston. Johnston fouls it back, and it's 1-1. One misses high. It's 2 balls and a strike. Curveball catches the outside corner, and it's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Johnston. And swing and a miss. Johnston will strike out. Number 2.
David Nolan.
2 down. Gonzalez at second, and David Nolan will bat. Nolan swings at the first pitch, ground ball down the third base line, and it goes just foul. The 0-1 to Nolan. Hits it high in the air down the right side, and it's going to get out of play. It's no balls and 2 strikes. There's the 0-2, and Nolan swings at the high fastball to strike out and end the inning. Saints pick up a run in the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It's St. Louis 1, St. Thomas More 0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network.
Right fielder, number 7, Stephen Moody.
So we'll go to the bottom of the first inning, and the Saints lead at 1-0. Logan Gray on the mound for St. Louis. First pitch misses just outside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. And they're going to say it hit him on the elbow and hit by pitch. And St. Thomas More will have their leadoff guy on base. A little different lineup tonight. Logan Gray.
Left fielder, number 21, Brett Lacombe.
Logan Gray pitching. Clay Gaskin catching. Showing bunt. Misses just outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Carson Mixon gets the start at third. Cameron Fontenot at second. Charlie Ellers at, Fontenot at shortstop. Ellers at second base. And Mark Johnston at first. And the throws to first, not in time. In the outfield, it'll be Kyle Goodo in left. Julian Gonzalez in center field. And David Nolan in right. Showing bunt, it's fouled off. One ball, 1 strike from Gray. Pitch misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Bunt down the third base side, and it'll roll foul. It's going to be 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, and a runner at first base for the Cougars. And Gray throws first again. And safe. Looked like Fontenot had the tag in time. The call is safe. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes, and the Cougars have a runner at second base. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout for out number 1. So 1 down in the inning.
And at the plate for the Cougars, catcher number 11, Brennan Long.
One down runner at second. We're in the bottom of the first. Saints lead it 1-0. Breaking ball from Gray's in for a strike. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a breaking ball's in for a strike. Once again, it's 0-2. This is outside, swings and a miss. The throw down will be high, and the runner will advance to third. To record the strikeout for Gray.
Number 12, Hunter Bertrand.
The runner reaches on the drop third strike.
For the Cougars, number 1, Will Cryer.
And St. Thomas More have runners at first and third now with 1 out. The throw from Gaskin to first was a little high, pulled Johnson off the base. Breaking ball misses high from Gray, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. One-two from Gray, swing and a miss. Runner takes off to second, and he'll be safe. 1 ball, 1 strike, and now the Cougars have runners at second and third with 1 out. And timeout called by the batter.
Great.
And breaking ball misses inside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two 1 from Gray, and it misses outside. It's 3 balls and a strike. One is fouled off, and the count will go full. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Saints lead it 1-0. St. Thomas More has 1 out. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch from Gray. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And now there's 2 outs in the inning. Gray rearing back, just threw the fastball by him.
For the Cougars, center fielder number 10, Alex Haney.
And the pitch hits the batter, and that'll load up the bases for the Cougars. Inside fastball, just caught him on the elbow.
Now batting for the Cougars, third baseman number 16, Peyton Landry.
First pitch is a swing and a miss. It's no balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes from Gray. There's 2 outs. And the base is loaded for the Cougars of St. Thomas More. The 0-2's fouled back. Count will remain, no balls, 2 strikes. And swing and a miss. Gray strikes him out with the bases loaded. We'll go to the 2nd inning. Your score, St. Louis 1 and St. Thomas More 0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So Logan Gray will lead it off. Last half inning, Logan Gray struck out a rare 4 in that inning. I'll explain in a second. First pitch is in for a strike. So Logan Gray struck out. One of the batters struck out but reached on the drop 3rd strike. Breaking ball in for a strike again. It's no balls and 2 strikes. So that's how you account for 4 strikeouts in an inning. 0-2 to Gray. And breaking ball again. Gray reaches out, gets a piece of it to stay alive. (0-2) to Gray. Pitch misses high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Gray fouls it off. It'll stay 1-2. Gray pops it up down the first base side. First baseman in foul territory near the Saints dugout. And he'll make the grab for out number 1.
Now at the plate, second baseman, number 27, Charles Ellers.
Charlie Ellers will bat with 1 out. Eller swings and misses at the first pitch. It's no balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 to Ellers. Outside corners in for a strike, and it's 0-2. And Ellers swings at the high fastball, and he strikes out on 3 pitches. It's 2 down in the inning.
And at the plate, with 2 outs, third baseman number 1, Carson Mixon.
So with 2 down, that'll bring up the third baseman, Carson Mixon. Mixon swings at the first pitch, a fly ball towards the right side, and that'll get out of play. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Get ahead.
Mixon, the freshman, seeing his first start. Breaking ball misses high and outside, and it's 1-1. There's the 1-1 to Mixon. And he drives it into right center field. Base hit for Carson Mixon. So in his first start and his first at-bat, Mixon with a single to right center field.
And on the bat, catcher number 13, Clay Gaskin.
And that'll bring up another freshman, catcher Clay Gaskin. Throw to first, and Mixon is back. Throws once again. Pitch to the plate is in the dirt, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is low once again. It's 2-0 to Gaskin.
It's gonna work.
2 balls, no strikes to Gaskin. And swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Top of the second, 2 down. And Carson Mixon at first base after the base hit. 2-1 pitch misses low, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Gaskin. Here comes the 3-1. It's a grounded foul. Count will be full. Three balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Mixon will be on the move with the pitch. And there he goes. And it's ball 4. So Gaskin reaches on the walk. Saints will have runners at first and second.
Shortstop, number 8, Cameron Fontenot.
And it's back to the top of the lineup, and Cameron Fontenot. Gus Milligan will run for the catcher, Gaskin. Fontenot grounds it towards the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles it. And he goes to step on the bag. He drops the ball. He's safe. And then they throw Mixon out at third base. So Fontenot reached on the error, but Mixon is thrown out at third base to end the inning. We'll go to the second inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. St. Louis leads 1-0. of the second inning, Saints lead it 1-0. And the first pitch from Gray misses inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. And the breaking ball from Gray catches the inside corner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And Gaskin wants to head out and talk to Gray. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Just misses low on the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Two and one from Gray. And that pitch misses just low, and it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike from Gray. And swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. Three-two pitch from Gray. Misses outside, and it's ball 4. And the Cougars will have their leadoff man on base.
Right to the plate, first baseman, number 20, Alex Deja.
So nobody out, runner on first for the Cougars. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Gray, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Throw to first. And the runner's safe. Nobody out, runner at first for the Cougars. Here's the pitch from Gray. Misses inside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Saints lead it 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes from Gray. And the breaking ball misses high, and it's 2-0. Yeah, swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch is fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, and a runner at first for St. Thomas More. And a swing and a miss for out number 1.
At the plate, second baseman, number 15, Jake Lipkin.
Gray throws to first. Fly ball towards right field. Nolan drifts over, makes the grab, and runner will have to stay at first base. So it's 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs in the inning.
At the plate. Right fielder number 7, Stephen Moody.
Two down runner at first. And the first pitch is fouled out of play down the right side. It's no balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes from Gray. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it misses high. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And it misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two from Gray. Inside corner, strikeout for out number 3, and 6 strikeouts on the night for Logan Gray. After 2 complete innings, the Saints lead it 1-0. We'll be right back on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So we go to the 3rd inning. Kyle Goodo will lead it off for the Saints. And the first pitch catches the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike to Goodo. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-1. Outside once again, it's 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 1 strike to Goodo. Ground ball towards the left side. Shortstop backhands, gets up and throws, and it's not in time. So Goodo beats it out for a base hit. And Saints have their leadoff runner. Halfway up Julian Gonzalez. Close play at first as the shortstop went deep in the hole on his backhand side, came up throwing. Goodo was able to get there barely. So Gonzalez will bat, nobody out. And Gonzalez swings at the first pitch high in the air. First baseman's calling it. Second baseman calls him off and makes the grab for out number 1.
First baseman, number 29, Mark Johnson.
So now Mark Johnson with 1 out. And Goodo at first base. And Mark Johnson drives it towards right side. Right fielder coming over, makes the grab, and Goodo has to go back to first base.
Right fielder, number 18, David Nolan.
Johnson gave it a ride. And just held up just a bit, and the right fielder was able to get under it and make the grab. So David Nolan will bat with 2 down. And the first pitch to Nolan misses low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. And Nolan fouls it back, 1-1. One to Nolan with 2 down. And Nolan sends one down the right side, and it's down into the wall. Gonzalez coming around. I'm sorry, Goodo. Goodo's going to head to the plate, and he scores. Goodo scores all the way from first on the double by Nolan, and Saints have a 2-0 lead.
Pitcher, number 15, Logan Gray.
So a great job on the base path by Kyle Goodo, all the way around from first on the double down the right field line. So Nolan at second base, and that'll bring up Logan Gray with 2 down. And the breaking ball misses low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. This is outside, and it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Gray, 2 down. And David Nolan at second base. And Gray fouls it back, it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Gray. And Gray fouls it down to the St. Thomas More dugout, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second. Saints lead it 2-0. And Gray's going to be hit by the pitch, and we'll have runners at first and second now with 2 down. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Charles Ellers. Ellers in his first career start that was not at the pitcher's mound. And first pitch to Ellers misses low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Saints with a run in the inning, lead it 2-0 here in the top of the third. Pitch is low and outside, it's 2-0. Pitch misses inside, it's 3 balls and no strikes to Ellers. No doubt Ellers will be taking here on the 3-0 count. On the outside corner, it's 3-1 to Ellers. (3-1) to Ellers. And Ellers fouls it back. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 to Ehlers. Ehlers drives it back up the middle, base hit. Nolan comes around third, heads to the plate. Throw it out at third, and the run will count at home plate. So Kyle Duhan was thrown out at third, running for Gray. Not before the run scored. So we're heading to the bottom of the third. Your score, St. Louis 3 and St. Thomas More 0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So we go to the bottom of the third. Saints lead it 3-0. And the first pitch from Gray misses outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. High fastball is swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike from Gray. Curveball misses outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Two 2-1 from Gray. And it's fouled back. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two is fouled out of play. And it'll stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch just misses low, and it's 3-2 from Gray. Full count. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back. And ball 4 as the pitch misses high. For the 3rd straight inning, St. Thomas More will have their leadoff batter on base.
Catcher number 11, Brennan Longley.
So runner at first with nobody out. And Gray throws to first. We're in the bottom of the 3rd, and Saints lead it 3-0. Fouled back. It's no balls and 1 strike. There's the 0-1 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right side. Johnston over in foul territory, and he'll make the grab for out number 1.
bat, designated hitter number 12, Hunter Bertrand.
Yeah, the first pitch from Gray's in for a strike. It's no balls and 1 strike. Two balls and no strikes from Gray. Chopper up the middle. Fontenot flips it over to first. And safe at first. Get the out at second. Safe at first on the fielder's choice. And it's 2 down in the inning.
Coming to bat for the Cougars, center fielder number 10, Alex Haney.
So 2 down, runner at first for the Cougars. First pitch from Gray misses high. Pitch just misses inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Ground ball towards Fontenot. He'll go to first with it in time for out number 3. So the Cougars strand 1 will go to the top of the 4th. Your score, St. Louis 3 and St. Thomas More 0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So we'll head to the fourth inning with the Saints leading it 3-0. New pitcher in the game for St. Thomas More. And Carson Mixon will lead it off for the Saints. First pitch to Mixon misses high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Mixon's 1 for 1 in the game. Pitch misses outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is low and outside, 3-0 to Mixon. And Mixon taking all the way. It's in for a strike, and it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Mixon. And Mixon takes again, and it misses in for a strike on the inside corner. So full count to Mixon. And Mixon fouls it off. It'll stay 3-2. Mixon with the chopper back to the pitcher. Over to first. In time for out number 1.
On the bat, catcher, number 13, Clay Gaskin.
So with 1 out, that'll bring up the catcher, Clay Gaskin. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. It's no balls and 1 strike. Gaskin swings and fouls it down the right side, and it's 0-2. To Gaskin. And swing and a miss. Gaskin strikes out for out number 2. So 2 down and back to the top of the order.
With 2 down,
and Cameron Fontenot.
Fontenot.
Fontenot 1 for 2 with a run scored. Curveball misses low and outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Curveball misses low again. It's 2-0 to Cameron Fontenot. To Fontenot. And the pitch misses low, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. And Fontenot takes for a strike, and it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike, 2 outs, and nobody on for the Saints here in the top of the 4th inning. Saints lead it 3-0. Pitch, and it misses low for ball 4, and a 2-out walk will bring up Kyle Goodo.
Now batting left fielder, number 3, Kyle Goodo.
Goodo comes up to bat 2 for 2 with a run scored. Goodo scored from first last time. They throw over to first, and Fontenot is back. First pitch to Goodo misses high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch misses high. It's 2-0 to Goodo. And that pitch catches the low inside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Goodo. Fontenot's at first with 2 down here in the top of the 4th. And breaking ball misses outside. It's 3-1. (3-1) to Goodo. Goodo fouls it back. So 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. And they throw to first. Three balls and 2 strikes. Fontenot at first with 2 down here in the inning. And Goodo swings and foul tips it back into the catcher's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Saints straight in the inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Saints lead it 3-0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network.